I know what I want to say, but where do I start? There's a war going on. There's a war of man, there's a war of woman, there's a war of politics, there's a war of ideology, of religion, of belief, of what you think. There's a war going on right now that wants you to take a side, that wants you to be radicalized, that wants you to believe and define yourself by hating somebody else. Somebody who wears a different color, wears a different badge, has a different thought, has a different feeling in their heart, a different way to find peace, a different way to find God. And the quickest way that we can bring that war into our lives is to choose that side. And see, I'm recording this video because I've been away from my family for the last 4 days. I just got back, I've been in Dallas. And on my way up to Dallas, I was watching this movie called Jihad. It's by a lady named Dia Khan. It's about radicalized Islam and people coming to peace and forgiveness and all of this different stuff in it. And as I'm watching this movie, as I'm watching it, a message comes up on my Facebook Messenger which says, watch this before they take it down. And I look at it, it looks like a video game. It looks like some, Call of Duty type thing. And I click the button and it is the video of a man walking into a mosque in New Zealand and massacring, whatever it is, 49 people. And I'm not sure what the intention was of this individual sending me this. I don't really talk to him. I haven't talked to him in, 8 years, whatever it is. Seeing that hurt in my heart so much, and I've seen a lot of horrific stuff in my life. And whenever you see reality like that, there's only one feeling that can come from it, and then, I can't even describe it. And see, the thing about all of this is that we have politicized, we have identified, we have worn a badge and a cause that has allowed us to think it is okay to hate somebody that we don't know, to hate somebody that we loved once, that we broke bread with, that we were friends with, that was our brother, our sister, but because of who we are, what we thought, what we felt in our heart, our political ideologies, because we're a man and we dated somebody, we made a decision, because we're a woman and we have a belief, we have something to fight for, we have something to know, that we can hate them, that we can decide that they should be cut out of our lives, that no longer should the human experience be something that we feel here, that we feel face to face, in something where we can write somebody off. We can objectify them. We can put them in a box, put them in a corner, and if it gets bad enough, and if we fight hard enough, and if we pick that side and we draw that line in the sand even more, we can kill them. This is my problem with radicalized feminism. This is my problem with the men's rights. This is my problem with overzealous politics. And man, I'm human. I fall into it just as much as anybody else, but I exercise daily to talk to somebody that I don't know, to override what I think when I see somebody. When I see him with a Trump sticker, when I see him with a Bernie sticker, when I may have been friends with them for years and I see some radicalized feminist or extra liberal, conservative, red pill, manosphere, hate, MGTOW, incel, bullshit. And when I see them face to face, I give them respect. I give them the respect of the human experience, because that's what makes us. That is what makes us. And when we get in touch with that beauty which makes us human, we start to realize that we don't need to weaponize our thoughts and our identity and our beliefs in order to make a point. And see, whenever anything happens like this, I realize that I am not just a thought. You are not just a Trump supporter. You are not just a liberal. You are not just an anarchist. You are not just a member of the red pill. You are not just a feminist. You are much more than all of those things. And the more that any of those things convince you that you are just that, you have to go to war. And see, the worst thing about a war that does not have a battlefield, that does not have an enemy attacking you right there in front of you, is that it can never end. It can always find another opponent. And that rather than putting you in that fight, that absolute present 100% you are in the now, it leverages the own hate and insecurity and fear inside you to fight it. See, all my life I've been an artist, whether that has been through seduction, whether that has been through theater, whether that has been through light design, whether that's been through filmmaking, whether that has been through connection. The belief of an artist, at least for me, has always been that what I see, what I envision, what I see in something, whether it's in nature or walking around, taking what is in my head and putting it on paper and making a film out of it, whether that's connection or talking to another woman, is dependent upon the fact that I can take the many, many different things in the world and construct them in a way where I see that beauty, that abstract beauty that is out there that I know is within me, and share it with other people. And see, when we have that beauty, we can start realizing that those differences, that pain, the tragedies, the traumas, the things that you have gone through can connect and mend and change and teach us the great virtues of man. There's a reason why love is praised by so many people, but in order to know it, in order to understand it, you have to be willing to put down your anger, your rage, your fear of not being noticed, your fear of being hurt and harmed, your fear that we're always under attack, and find the beauty and peace in every single moment. And don't get me wrong, there is a time to fight. I just don't want to be the one starting it. And I've learned enough about my life to know that if I'm not getting hit in the face, if I'm not being attacked, if I'm not having my family, my life put in direct assault and danger, then I probably don't need to fight. And so yeah, there's a war going on. Instead of choosing a side, instead of defining your identity by defining an enemy, you can do what I do. Go out and talk to a stranger, say hello. Talk to somebody who you're supposed to hate and find that peace, find that love. And it isn't so easy because you have to usually walk through your own pain in order to truly, truly find it. And if you're wound up thinking about something to die for, man, I'll tell you this, that's something to live for.